Hey, it's Jay. Welcome back to Agatha Christie's Murder on the Orient Express. We are still playing as Joanna Locke, and we're about to interrogate the news dude that showed up on the scene of the crime when he shouldn't have been. Also, painting my nails. You can't see it very well. Oh, okay. Here we are. Wanted posters. Okay. I don't know what room you went to. Can I get a drink? 10 seconds and I'm already getting a mustache.
A gold mustache. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you very much. No, I don't want to go in there yet. Is this my office? Kind of a wimpy ass office.
I'll add these to the file. Anything that will erase Clark's smile. The only comfortable chair in the whole station. But there's no time to rest. Case files.
There's no time to rest.
A lot of them for our tiny town.
Wait, where do they live again?
This is all a game to him, and he doesn't expect to lose.
I understand. I get it.
An extra
It's the one-way window, me or whatever.
Out to my desk. An extra computer so I don't have to go all the way out to my desk.
Okay, the way she said that's kind of weird. Like, she kind of sped up at the end of that sentence. Okay, anyway.
Now that
I
we've
got some
taken
questions.
the DNA, we can begin. Interview of suspect Michael Clark, 6 p.m., March 30th, 2019. This interview is being recorded.
By elves behind the mirror, no doubt?
You were arrested at a crime scene where you damaged police barricade tape.
I'll pay for a new role.
That's a Class A misdemeanor, and it carries a $500 fine.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
To begin with, where were you on the night Daisy Armstrong was kidnapped?
I was watching TV in my motel room, but I had my police scanner on. I heard the first reports that the little girl was missing. No way the police at the scene were gonna let me get close. I set my alarm so I could get on the story first thing in the morning. I tried to sleep. It was difficult.
Can anybody confirm where you were?
No, afraid not. I was alone and sleepless. A sad combination. And I realized a bad alibi.
Okay. What the heck is with these, huh? Wait, what do you mean confront? Is there only... I mean, he's fine with this. Wait, it wasn't his title, right? Okay, let's just... I don't know if we can ask about all of them or not. Let's just ask him about this.
Let's move on to the gas cans and what we found in your pockets when you were brought in here today.
That sounds exciting.
What did he have in his pockets?
How did you know there was a bunker at the end of the property?
How did your forensic team miss it?
They were concentrated on the cabin. It was pitch black out there.
Small town cops with small town minds. I'm sorry, that was unkind. You know, I'm a bit like you. My job is to find something a news program's viewers want to see. You do it for justice. I do it for money. I just have more flair than you.
I know you're lying, Mr. Clark. I followed your footprints from the cabin, and they led directly to the bunker. It was very well hidden. You had to know it was there.
Think whatever you want, detective.
She stood up just to sit back down. Okay, let's see the car.
Let's start with why you went to the cabin.
If the police were interested in it, I was interested in it.
That pickup
pickup.
of yours. That's a very nice ride. Especially for a stringer who only gets a few stories on the air. How can you afford it?
When Boston 6 does use a story, they pay okay.
That truck is
Just
top
okay.
of the range. How much did it set you back? $55,000, $60,000?
When I have to, I do what everybody else does. I take out a loan. How about you, detective? You got a loan on your car?
He's enjoying himself. I need to throw him off balance somehow. Surprise him into making an error.
Explain to me again how you got to the crime scene.
I listened in on the police radio frequency. Anybody can do it with a scanner. I headed for the crime scene in my trusty pickup, like I've done for years. After the forensic team left, I needed to see the crime scene for myself. I got to the bunker just before you arrived.
Oh, God. I listened to the police radio frequency. You know, doing it with the scanner. Head for crime scene, my trusty pickup. That's not
You said
yours.
you've been driving that pickup for years?
You heard right. Thanks to it, I never miss a story.
I hate his smile.
You say
Vehicle
you've
title.
been using your pickup for years, but the title certificate is not in your name. The truck belongs to somebody named Stephen Baker.
Okay, I don't get why the pickup is so important to you, but I guess my ego made me say that. Yeah, the pickup was lent to me by a friend. I couldn't afford it even with a loan.
I think you stole it, Mr. Clark. You needed a pickup like that for our mountain roads, so you stole that one.
Try proving it. But while you run off on some wild goose chase, you can't hold me.
I can't tell if I just, like, don't have good evidence, or if she's, like, grasping at straws, or if it's a weird writing or not, but this is a weird interaction.
You say you're a journalist, a stringer for Channel 6 News in Boston.
I sell my stuff to lots of media outlets.
What's the most relevant topic? Name of the editor and
Your
camera?
camera was in your pickup. You didn't want to take pictures of the crime scene?
I like to get the lay of the land. Once I see the story I want to tell, then I start documenting it.
I don't
You can
know
edit it
any
later.
journalist who works a case
Yeah.
without their camera close at hand.
He thinks he's invincible. I need to play his ego. That's the key.
What are you doing in the Berkshires? And what is your connection to the Armstrong case?
For the past few months, I've been working on a big case. Boston 6 News was looking forward to my
What's
next
wrong with his
story.
hand?
The Armstrongs have been on my list of potential targets for a long time. I changed gears when Daisy was kidnapped and started investigating the Armstrongs.
Okay. Past 2 months I've been working on a big case. I think he said that earlier. Looking forward to my next story. My list all the time. But that just happened recently. This
Come
one?
on, Joanna. You're a better
No.
detective than that.
Apparently not.
I don't see anything that proves he's lying.
Okay, well, I'm gonna get this my fourth
so you
try.
just stumbled on a major
Whatever.
kidnapping story during your stay in the Berkshires.
Yeah, I was researching PCBs in the river for crying out loud. Then,
What does that
wow, the Armstrongs. That's not a Science Sunday report. That's a lead. Sometimes you just get lucky.
Your camera in the pickup. There were photos of Daisy from before she was kidnapped.
The Armstrongs are a famous
yeah,
family,
that's
like
right.
the Kennedys or Hollywood couples. Gossip sites love them. People want to see how they live. I started out
Yeah,
just
but a kid.
stealing candid shots. Paparazzi live on getting that one exclusive shot. Steamy, intimate, whatever. Then when the kidnapping happened, I realized I was here first. What an opportunity. And I jumped at it.
You have an answer for everything.
You're not very good at this, are you? How long have you been on the job?
Long enough to put you away for life. If you killed that little girl.
The way
I
she
know
gets
the
up,
plot
smacks
development.
the table.
I need to reconstruct
And then sits
the
back
whole
down,
sequence
weird.
of events in order to understand what happened.
Mind map it is. Yeah, the way she gets up, smacks the table, sits back down is so weird. Okay. Put the events in order. Oh god, okay. I arrive at the cabin. Clark opens the bunker. Clark throws the can of gasoline into the bunker. He breaks the barricade tape, closes the bunker, takes a can of gasoline from his pickup. I come and surprise Clark. That's last. I arrive at the cabin. This? Okay, cool.
The detective gets it right.
First try.
I'll tell you what really happened. You waited until forensics left and arrived in your probably stolen pickup. You grabbed a can of gasoline from your truck. You then went into the cabin to check if Daisy had been found. You then went straight to the bunker to see if it had been discovered, planning to set it on fire and destroy all the evidence inside. Before you could start the fire, you heard me arrive. So you hastily left your gas can and closed the hatch. You didn't think I could open the bunker. If I hadn't found you, I expect you would have burned down the cabin too.
I'm not going to make fun of you, Detective, or how you handled my interrogation. You're obviously very new at this. I swear I'm telling the truth. I didn't know the bunker was there until the moment you showed up. I seem to have trumped your entire police force.
When I get the DNA results from the bunker, we'll continue this conversation.
You have no concrete evidence against me whatsoever.
The lab results will be in soon. You won't get away with this. See that call?
Her-
That's your arrest warrant and a one-way ticket
Her
to
gestures
prison.
are
I'll be right
a
back.
bit much.
Hello, sir. I think I found the man who kidnapped Daisy Armstrong. I'm interrogating him now.
Hold on, Detective
I'm
Locke. I have some
not
bad
sure about
news.
that.
Someone set fire to the cabin in the bunker. The fire department is on the scene, but they say it's too late.
That's impossible. My suspect has been in the interrogation room with me all evening.
We can't hold him. Suzanne Moreau. Her fingerprints are on the wine bottle found in the cabin. We also found an unknown person's fingerprints, but they don't match your suspects.
Sir, with all due respect, I'm convinced Michael Clark is involved.
Detective, I'm cutting you some slack already. But we cannot hold your suspect simply because you're convinced he's guilty. We have evidence that Suzanne was working with an accomplice, Noah Garrity. I order you to release the reporter and arrest this Moreau.
Let me just check my last lead. The DNA analysis of the hair found in the bunker safe. The results just came in.
I know how hard this is. Okay. Get the DNA results. Detective Locke, I will give you 1 hour maximum. Then you close the file and arrest Suzanne Moreau.
Thank you, sir.
I'm not sure. I've never read anything by Agatha Christie, and so I'm not exactly sure of like her style and stuff. And again, I don't know how close to the book this game is. Obviously not with like when it takes place.
Who did you call
But-
earlier?
An editor from the Boston 6 News.
An editor you repeatedly said should fire you. That was your accomplice, wasn't it? You were telling him to start the fire.
An accomplice?
Who the frick is Jonas?
I know it was Noah you called.
I'm saying nothing more without the presence of my lawyer.
Stay right where you are. I'm not done with you yet.
Wow. Do I hear grounds for a lawsuit?
Some poor innocent woman is being accused instead of you. You set her up, didn't you?
You have to let me go, detective.
All I need is one more phone call to the lab. I know it's you, and I'm going to prove it. Hello, this is Joanna Locke. I need the results of the DNA test I asked
I
you
bet
for.
they're
Hi, Detective.
missing.
Sorry, we only have the DNA sequence. We haven't had time to compare it with the suspects yet. It'll take 7 more hours. I'm sorry,
Oh
but
my
you are
gosh.
not the only one on the waiting list.
Send your analysis to my computer in the office. I'll do the comparison myself.
I need
Oh
authorization.
god.
I have a murderer who is going to walk free unless I get those results now.
Fine, we'll send it to you right away, but I'll have to log this.
Oh, I can walk.
It's my last chance.
Oh god. Oh god. Unknown DNA found in the cabin. John Armstrong, Suzanne Moreau, Michael Clark. Oh god. Okay. Okay, well, if there's a CCC. Does anyone have a CCC? You have a CCC. Uh-oh. Wait, no, that's not it. That is it? Yeah, it's Suzanne. Okay.
No! Suzanne? I don't understand. I was sure it was Clark's hair. I'll have to let him go.
I mean, wasn't it long? I mean, I don't remember the color was dark, I think, but I don't remember. I can't picture Suzanne's hair color right now. I don't think he's... I don't know.
You can leave.
Sorry it didn't work out for you, detective. Maybe you should consider
Definitely
a
voted for
career
Trump.
change.
We
Maybe
are
you should
not
consider
done.
getting kicked in the nuts.
Oh, but we are, my dear. We are done.
I had no choice but to return to the Armstrong house to arrest Suzanne Moreau. The arrest warrant for Suzanne Moreau. Suzanne was set up by Clark and Noah. They are the kidnappers, but I'm not giving up. When Suzanne comes up for trial, I will fight for her defense. But for now, the district attorney is in charge. If I want to stay a detective, he always has the last word.
I don't know.
The door is wide open.
Oh, God.
How strange.
Did the dad, like, kill himself? Or the nanny?
Hey, is anyone there? Miss Moreau?
At least one of them is
Miss
dead.
Moreau? This is Detective Locke.
I don't know how dark this game would get, other than, of course, like, having someone killed and stabbed. Are you alive?
Miss
You
Moreau,
moving?
can you hear me? It's me, Detective Locke. You must get up now. Miss Moreau? Miss Moreau, can you hear me?
Suzanne Moreau is dead. There are no traces of blows or injuries on her body.
I thought she's moved. I thought her
Doesn't seem to
fingers
have
moved.
defended herself from anyone.
Overdose, probably. Okay. Oh. I killed Daisy. I was scared she would tell if I released her from the cabin alive. I can't live with myself for what I've done. Confirm. Pray for Daisy. It's the nanny. She's responsible for that poor child's death. How can a child's nanny do such a thing? I hope the police lock her up for life. Moreau doesn't deserve to live. Another immigrant comes here and kills somebody. Bring back the death penalty in Massachusetts. She deserves it. She's gonna end up in some cozy prison. Massachusetts used to burn witches at the stake.
She must have realized at last how she'd been used, and the self-righteous court of social media was as quick as usual to try and convict her.
Just like Sirius Black. Yeah, this is what I'm going to click on. Dear Miss Moreau, please forgive this letter. Dr. Adams has been able to reach you for several days. We want to let you know that your mother passed peacefully during the night of Saturday, March 29th. Please contact us if you would like assistance with the arrangements for her, or if there's anything else we can do. Sincerely, Adele Franklin, Associate Administrator.
Suzanne was telling the truth about her mother.
We already established that, I thought. So she had nothing else to live for.
Suzanne's diary is missing.
Glad I picked that up. Oh yeah, this little ring. And tissue box. I'm so glad I'm looking at this stuff that doesn't have any more information for me.
Her glasses are missing.
Victor Hugo, The Miserable. What's that for 4 on it? 4th edition, maybe? I don't know. Okay, yeah.
It appears Suzanne killed herself by ingesting all these drugs.
Figured
I
or
called
something
the
like that.
district attorney to inform him.
This is Detective Locke, sir. I'm at the Armstrong house.
Have you arrested Suzanne Moreau?
She's dead, sir. Apparent suicide, but I need a forensics team.
She killed herself out of remorse for her part in the crime.
We don't know that yet. I'm calling forensics now, but I wanted you to know.
What a mess. Stay on site until forensics arrive.
Yes, sir. Standing by.
The investigation was officially closed. I was certain that she was innocent, and Clark had been responsible for 4 deaths and then vanished into thin air. With $1 million. Dollars marked, though, and not easily spent. I didn't care if the case was officially closed.
I swore, Mr. Poirot, whatever it took, I would hunt him down.
Ooh, finished chapter 5. Nice. Wait, so you think he's on the train or something? And you think what, that his associate was on the train? Oh god.
I waited for the forensics team, then went into the station to write my report. I was officially off the case.
Thank you, mademoiselle. That obviously cannot be the completion of your story. If I might ask a question?
Of course.
Who was Ratchet? Okay, well, he wasn't the reporter, so he must have been the boyfriend.
Suzanne Moreau's boyfriend, the one who manipulated her and burned down the cabin. This was Ratchet?
No, he was an accomplice. Clark, the phony journalist, was the leader.
Michael Clark, the reporter. He was Ratchet?
Absolutely. I was the only law enforcement official to question Clark. I knew this wasn't his first kidnapping.
You looked for similar cases. What do you Americans call the MMOs?
Means, motive, and opportunity. Yes, I looked for someone in plain sight. Someone on the edge of a kidnapping case. Someone in plain view, keeping track of the investigations. An innocent witness, a concerned neighbor, even another reporter.
And eventually you found a name behind an alias.
Yes, I found a name. Cassetti, the real name. The real name of the man you call Ratchet is Cassetti.
This explains much, mademoiselle, but not all.
It explains why she is our number one suspect.
But not how she came to be on this train. Attends, she has grown pale.
I don't know what's wrong with me.
She can
Excuse
die.
me, Mr. Poirot. I don't feel very well.
You are exhausted and still feeling the effects of the drug. Stay with us.
The
mademoiselle.
drug.
One more effort. I need to know your recent movements.
I snuck aboard the train.
This I observed. You came directly to this room?
Yes. Yes, and other than a couple of careful trips to the ladies yesterday, I never left this room. I didn't want to be spotted by Ratchet.
Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't he see you?
Yesterday, I chatted with my roommate, Miss Schmidt, I think, here in our room. She brought me some dinner. I got very sleepy and nodded off.
And now she nods off again. If it's a joke, she must be faking, so we can't interrogate her further, Poirot.
No, Book.
She's
She
told the
really
whole
seems to have
story.
fallen asleep again. It is my fault. She must have been given a dangerous dose of sleeping pills last night. The effects should wear off soon, I hope, but I am afraid asking her to tell us her story was too much for her.
Pinch her, Poirot. She's faking.
Her eyes are dilated. She is not faking, and there will be no pinching. Dr. Constantine, please stay with her. Monsieur Book, ask the other passengers to gather in the dining car. There are still many questions I need to ask.
But
What if it
all
was
of them
Book?
together? Won't someone overhear you questioning the others?
I will speak softly because I am trained to do so. They will speak softly because they want to.
Very well. I will do as you say.
New mysteries discover the journey of the Orient Express. What if it's Book? What if he's the one, the sus guy?
I'll stay here to watch over Miss Locke.
Miss Locke. Okay, what? Am I going to the dining car? Is that what he said? Oh yeah, I'm in a new chapter, so I should be looking for mustaches. A mustache in my bedroom?
Golden mustache.
Who are you? What's with
we
the
will be leaving soon.
What's with the nesting doll? Oh, you're the Russian princess's attendant or whatever. What the heck is going on? Who are you? Are you the driver?
I should go and interview the passengers in the restaurant car.
What are you trying to figure out? Oh.
The passengers who agreed to come and talk to you are assembled, Poirot. Mr. Masterman is already here to answer your questions.
Perfect. Thank you, my friend. Sit down, Monsieur Masterman, please.
Thank you.
Does the name Cassetti mean anything to you?
No. Should it?
Have you heard of the Armstrong kidnapping case?
Of course. It was all over the news a few years ago.
Your employer's real name is Cassetti. He was the man behind that kidnapping.
Mr. Ratchet was... He murdered that poor little girl?
Okay, I guess I'm
Mr.
not doing anything.
McLean, the man you work for is a kidnapper named Cassetti.
What? What kidnapping?
He murdered his victim, a child named Daisy Armstrong.
The Armstrong kidnapping?
You had no idea of Monsieur Ratchet's real name?
Damn skunk.
Why are you so upset?
My father was the district attorney who handled the case, Mr. Poirot. I saw Mrs. Armstrong more than once. She was a lovely woman, so gentle and heartbroken. If ever a man deserved what he got, Ratchet, or Cassetti, is the man. He didn't deserve to live.
Madame Olson, have you heard of the Daisy Armstrong case?
No, I've never heard of it.
It was only 2 years ago. It was famous.
Maybe so, but it was not famous in Spain. where I have been helping the refugees from Africa.
You've never heard the name Daisy Armstrong?
No, never.
Daisy Armstrong? No.
This is
No.
weird.
No, no.
Yes. It was all over the English tabloids before I went to Jordan. A horrific crime that claimed the lives of an entire family and their wrongfully accused nanny. That's right, isn't it?
Quite so.
I thought the culprit had been punished.
Some might say that the culprit was punished last night.
Oh, my heavens.
May I ask you a few more questions?
Yes, yes, of course.
This is weird.
You read about the crime, as you said, in the tabloids.
Yes, that's right. For weeks, news of the royal family was eclipsed.
Have you ever been to the United States, mademoiselle?
No, never. Jordan was really my first trip abroad.
Jordan. That's
You were in Jordan?
Yes, I was an English tutor there to the children of a high official. Until recently.
no
You were in Jordan?
Yes.
wrong one. Click on it.
What is your relationship to Captain Arbuthnot?
Who?
A former soldier traveling with us. You must have met him.
Ah, yes, I met him on the platform in Istanbul. We only had a brief exchange of pleasantries, nothing more. British Reserve and all that.
Ah, the British Reserve. Yes, with this I am familiar.
Oh god, confrontation. Okay. I met him on the train at Istanbul station platform. We only had a brief conversation. I don't talk to strangers in general. I was an English tutor in Jordan. I'm trying to remember back to the very first episode to people talking on the platform, but I don't remember her. You?
Are you sure everything you have told me is accurate, Mademoiselle Debenham?
Of course.
Search the element. Okay. Oh god. Looks at the restaurant, eating at the hotel, going to Paris like the captain.
So, you do not know the captain. Is it coincidence you are both traveling from Istanbul to Paris?
Yes, and? I don't know Miss Olsen either. And yet, we not only travel to Paris, we share the same compartment.
Miss Debenham makes a good point. Who are they hiding their relationship from, and why?
Mademoiselle, I know that you met Captain Arbuthnot at the Tokat Leon Hotel.
You were spying on me.
I am very attentive to my surroundings. It helps in my profession.
Well, it's your word against mine.
I had occasion to be of some assistance in recovering Captain Arbuthnot's train ticket. While searching his room, I also discovered one of your earrings. Whatever your relationship may be to the good captain, I doubt it has anything to do with British Reserve. You will not tell me your secret, mademoiselle?
I can't. I don't know what you mean.
Poirot, Miss Debenham's got nothing to do with this business. Nothing. You hear?
Oh god. I actually have a quick time event right now. Which way should Hercule dodge? Step back or bend down? Step back? Okay. He didn't step anyway.
Archie, stop.
Captain, no. This behavior is unworthy of an officer and a gentleman.
Leave her alone. Have you no honor?
Archie, we should go.
Captain Arbuthnot, I am certain you are a brave soldier, but you are a poor actor.
This is such a weird
truth
episode.
Is that
Her
your
lover.
relationship with Miss Debenham is beyond doubt, Captain. Your reaction was apparently that of a man trying to protect the woman he loves. I might understand that
How's
if
that so
your
mocking?
relationship was some cleverly disguised secret, but it is not. You make puppy dog eyes at one another at every opportunity. You cannot hide your love. Everybody knows.
I advise you to stop with your accusations, Mr. Poirot. I'm going to escort Miss Debenham back to her compartment. Make of that what you will.
The captain and Mademoiselle Debenham are obviously adamant about not revealing their relationship, but this scene convinced me there is more that is not so obvious.
This murder has everyone on edge. In my 25-year career, I have never seen such madness aboard the Orient Express.
I understand, my friend. The more we learn, the more perplexing this train ride becomes. But we have other clues to pursue.
What do you have in mind?
The broken watch on Monsieur Ratchet's wrist, for example, and the handkerchief found near the body. Who does that belong to?
This little drama we have just witnessed has not put you off the scent.
Far from it, my friend. Will you return to your watch over Mademoiselle Locke?
Yes, I will. Dr. Constantine can probably use a break.
Good.
Au revoir, Poirot.
Some of these gestures are so weird in the way they walk. If I had dodged down, like bent down, would I still have been punched? Okay, the broken watch. Ooh, hypothesis about the watch. That was an H, I think.
My little gray cells did not let me down.
And then the handkerchief owner? Oh god, okay. Who has an H in their name? Hardman? I don't know who this is. Have I even talked to him? Hildegard. Him? Oh, 7. Jesus Christ, okay. What's his first name? It's gotta be... She doesn't have a first name listed. Am I right, or is it just be like, yeah, sure?
That was easy.
Am I correct, though? Okay. Interrogate people with unknown first name. Interrogate suspects whose name begins with H. Okay. Is there anybody this way I need to talk to? I don't remember if I'm sus of you, so just bear with me here.
I'm sorry, sir, but I must concentrate on my baking.
That's not a lot of stuff to feed all of us. Why do you want me to open tab right now? Oh. What are 3 hypotheses about Ratchet's watch? Shows the time Ratchet was found dead. The watch was tampered with by the murderer. The watch shows the time when the murderer fled. The watch shows the time he fell asleep. Time of the murder out of adjustment before the murder.
No,
Right.
not good. Let me consider all the possibilities.
Okay, well at least it still has that one. Whatever. I don't know, man.
Yes, there are only 3 possible hypotheses. The watch has been tampered with, or it is out of adjustment, or it indicates the time of the murder. I shall explore these last 2 possibilities before reaching any conclusions. If the watch is out of adjustment, it may be broken. There may also be another reason related directly to Ratchet. Maybe the watch is set to another time zone.
I mean, that's true. Contradictory information. Alright. Oh god. Was the watch defective before the crystal was broken? What is the detail that could indicate the watch was not already stopped before the...
This is wrong.
Wait, what?
But I'm never far from the truth.
Oh, I see. What is the detail that would indicate the watch was not already stopped before the crystal was broken?
The watch was not defective because the second hand is still moving.
Just not correctly, though. Okay. Oh god. If Ratchet is dead at 1:15, what information is contradictory? Someone impersonated him at 12:37. The train's stuck in the snow since 12:30. Miss Olsen saw Ratchet live at 10:40. I mean, impersonate him. I don't know what that means. Someone impersonate him?
That was easy.
Oh god, time zones, okay. is Istanbul located? Constantinople, Istanbul.
Nice.
Nice. Oh god, is the Orient Express currently located?
Fantastic.
I don't know where we are.
This theory is correct, then the murder took place at 12:15 a.m. I must interrogate all the passengers to see if any of them have an alibi for this hour.
Cross-check known alibis. Oh god, okay. Is there anybody here? Yeah, you. Okay. This is getting so complex. Who are the people whose alibis overlap? I don't know. You and you. I don't know. There's no way I'm right.
I'm right again. That happens to me a lot.
Guys, this episode is so confusing. I don't know. So weird things are happening. You.
Sorry to bother you, Monsieur Mori. I have a question to ask you.
Please make it quick. I have a meal to prepare.
Oh, my camera fell. I'm not sure how that happened, but my camera fell. Yes, embroidered handkerchief. Sorry if that made anyone dizzy.
This handkerchief embroidered with an H, is it yours?
No, I've never seen it before.
Okay.
Thank you. That is all I wanted to know.
I hope your investigation won't interfere with today's menu.
It shouldn't. It's not like I'm gonna poison the food or anything. Now, is there a mustache in here? This would be like a prime real estate location for a mustache. Good opportunity. Anyway, sorry if my camera falling made anybody dizzy or nauseous or anything.
Monsieur Foscarelli, I would like to ask you a few questions, if you allow me.
Ah, Signore Poirot, is it? I was wondering, when would you get around to me?
Same.
Unfortunately, you find me on a mission of mercy.
Hello, Monsieur Poirot. Sorry, we have a small problem. The orange juicer has broken down and I can't fix it. Mr. Foscarelli has kindly offered to help me.
It isn't the car engine, but I am doing my best.
Even with the two of us, we can't manage.
Let me guess. You call upon Poirot to help.
I'd be happy to answer your questions when we finished.
There's something about the Italian accent that's just... I'm not sure. Yeah, okay. So it's gotta... That's where it starts and it's to end up there? Alright. Oh god. Okay. That's not right. Cool.
It should work correctly now.
Why does every, like, detective game have to have at least one with gears?
Bravo.
A puzzle with gears.
I should stick to automobiles.
Well, now we can talk calmly.
There's tariffs now, though, dude.
Monsieur Foscarelli, is it?
Antonio Foscarelli, delighted, Monsieur Poirot.
You have, of course, heard about Ratchet's murder last night.
Oh, naturally. It is all anyone is talking about.
Gossips, a lot of them.
Have you ever been to the United States?
Yes, it has been a primary market for our cars for the last 10 years.
You remember the Armstrong case?
Armstrong? The name, yes. It was a little girl. A baby, was it not?
Yes, a very tragic affair. Did you know that Cassetti, the kidnapper, was actually Ratchet?
Oh, no. Then he deserved to die. I mean, wouldn't you agree?
Okay, is that, like, actually correct? Or is he just, like, bullshitting all of them and I'm not following it? I don't know.
Can you tell me your movements on the night of the murder?
I went to bed right after dinner, but I slept very badly. My roommate, Mr. Masterman, had a toothache. Oh, he moaned all night. It woke me up several times.
Did you hear anything or notice anything unusual?
No, nothing that I can think of. I stayed in my bed all night.
Yeah, I remember having to find
thank
his
you, Mr.
smelling
Foscarelli.
things.
I'm sorry I couldn't help more, signore. I remain at your disposal if you should need me.
Thanks.
Thank you so much, Monsieur Poirot. I can put orange juice back on the menu.
Oh.
Thank you so much, Monsieur Poirot. I can put
Yeah.
orange juice back on the menu.
Mustache.
Another golden moustache to
2 of 2. I just barely saw that out of my peripheral vision.
Enchanté, mademoiselle. You are Hildegard Schmidt?
I am La Folle. And you, I know, are Herr Poirot.
Correct. May I ask you for a few minutes of your time to answer a few questions?
With pleasure, but first may
Oh,
I
God.
ask for your help?
Do you have gears
why
too?
Does this not surprise me?
I don't know.
I am at your service, Fraulein.
My mistress, Princess Dragomirov, has asked me to open this traditional Matryoshka doll. There is a trinket inside she must retrieve.
Madame, in my experience, each Russian nesting doll simply pulls apart to reveal the next one inside.
Indeed. Yet try it for yourself.
As you wish.
You are a gentleman.
She was like, you are a gentleman. Yeah. Why am I like crouched down? Okay, anyway. Oh, God. This is a weird one. Okay. Oh, God. Ew, why does it look like that? How am I meant to know that? Pink, orange, purple, blue. Oh, God. Ah. Why? I don't like this puzzle. It doesn't make sense. Am I supposed to just get all the colors lined up? Okay, top does that one. This does all 3. So these have the same effects. These two have the same effects, and this is just top and bottom. It's like a super complex Rubik's Cube, and I don't appreciate it. 2 right on top, 1 left on bottom. Oh, I don't know. What the hell is that? To my dearest friend.
The inscription reads, "To my dearest friend."
Ah, thank you very much. This doll reminds her of her youth in Russia.
Why was it in
It's
there?
very hard under the Soviet regime, but thanks to her strength of will, she rose to be the head of a museum of antiquities in St. Petersburg. Even though she now lives in Berlin, it is said that the Kremlin still fears her.
She must be a formidable woman indeed. You are her maid?
I am her companion. I help her in her daily tasks, and I keep her company.
Ah, forgive me. You will have heard of Ratchet's murder last night.
Yes, of course. Everyone is talking about it.
Were you with her?
Can you tell me how you occupied your time last night?
Just after we left Istanbul, I had tea with my roommate, Fräulein Locke. I went to dinner with the princess, and when I returned to my compartment, Fräulein Locke was already asleep. A little later, Herr Michel, the conductor, came to get me because Madame la Princesse needed my help. Her back troubles her. I massaged her for about an hour.
Do you remember the time?
I'm sorry, I do not, mein Herr.
I massaged her for an hour. I know it's like grammatically correct and contextually correct. It's just something about that sentence is weird.
Have you lost a handkerchief embroidered with an H, madame?
Oh, no, monsieur.
I thought perhaps since your first name is Hildegard.
It is not mine, I tell you. I could not afford something so nice. I have no idea who it belongs to.
My apologies. I did not mean to alarm you. Thank you for answering
I don't
my
know, something
question.
about you's a little off. A little sus. Doth protest a bit much.
Monsieur, I am Hercule.
I know who you are, Mr. Poirot. What do you want?
Answers to a simple question.
Have I interacted with
Alright,
this guy
but
before?
My wife is quite ill. I would like to stay by her side.
I promise. First of all, I imagine you know about the murder.
Of course. The Countess is terribly distressed.
Your full name?
Rodolphe Adrigny.
Your home is?
Budapest.
And how do you come to be aboard the Orient Express?
I am a Hungarian diplomat. My family has represented our homeland since the revolution from the Soviet Union in 1956. I was on my country's business in Istanbul. Business which I cannot discuss.
And your wife often accompanies you on your diplomatic missions?
Yes, and why not? Was there anything else you wanted to know?
Have I ever interacted with this guy before? No, I haven't, because I'm still doing his bio.
Voila.
Weird.
Can you tell me how you spent last night?
I was in our compartment with my wife. She went to bed early. I played a video game on my phone. Around 11 o'clock in the
You playing
evening,
Stardew Valley?
My wife woke up and couldn't get back to sleep. She took a sleeping pill. As for me, I went to bed soon after that and slept straight through until morning.
Playing Stardew Valley? Angry Birds?
Have you ever been to the United States?
I was posted to the Hungarian embassy in Washington for a year.
You knew perhaps the Armstrong family.
Armstrong? Armstrong. It is difficult to recall. One meets so many people.
It was the kidnapping of a child, a very sad affair. The culprit was the man on this train who called himself Ratchet, the one who was murdered last night.
Indeed. It sounds like justice finally caught up with you.
Thank you for your time. Now, I'd
He
like
probably
to speak
minds.
to your wife, if you don't mind.
It's impossible. As I told you, my wife is very ill. Thank you, and good luck with the investigation.
Eh bien. The good count does not appear to want me to talk to his wife.
Okay, I'm gonna interrogate one more person. I'm gonna call that good. Hello.
Madame Hubbard, may I ask you a question or two? It won't take long.
Anything I can do to help.
Have you misplaced a handkerchief recently?
No, I don't think so. Why?
We found a handkerchief embroidered with the
What is this
letter
ankle?
H, so I thought it might have been yours.
I'm sorry, but it's not. It may belong to Miss Schmidt, Princess Dragomirov's lady's maid. I believe her first name is Hildegard.
It is a possibility. Anyone could be lying, of course. I thank you, madame.
What? Is that something she said earlier? I don't know. At this point, I haven't edited the last episode or two yet. Oh, right, my room. Okay, I'll just finish this train car. Who the heck are you? Don't look at me like that. Why do you look like somebody I used to go to school with?
Hello. Can I do something for you?
Hello, Monsieur Hardman, I believe. You have heard of the murder?
Cyrus Hardman. Yes.
Hardman?
The fact that there's been a murder is all over the train.
You do not seem very concerned about it, monsieur.
It's not the first murder I've run across.
I had no idea the selling of toys was so dangerous. I did overhear you mention at dinner that this is your profession.
Toy salesman is a cover. I'm a private detective, just like you, from the U.S.
No.
I guess I use 55.
That was easy.
I did not expect to find another detective on this train.
I just finished a job in Istanbul when I received an email from Ratchet. He hired me to protect him.
Something you failed to do.
I'm not happy about that. He'd received some threatening letters. I was supposed to watch his back, and yeah, something I failed to do. But he seemed to think he was in more danger when he left the train.
He was traveling to Paris?
I assume so, but I'm not entirely sure.
Can anyone on this train confirm your identity?
Yeah, that McQueen kid. Ratchet's secretary.
Okay.
Were you on duty last night?
You bet. I kept my door open a crack and I watched all night. No one entered that car who didn't belong there.
Did you see anything in particular?
The conductor, Michelle. He was there most of the time, too, except for 15 minutes or so after we left Vinkovsky. He must have answered a call from Ratchet's room. Then he was absent again for a while around 1 a.m. After that, he didn't move until 5.
Okay. Something's off about you.
Monsieur Ardman, have you heard of the Armstrong case?
Armstrong? Kidnapping 3 or 4 years ago? Who hasn't? Why?
Ratchet's real name was Cassetti. I have reason to believe he was the kidnapper.
What? He killed that little girl? No, I didn't know. If I had known, I wouldn't have taken the job.
Did you have any idea who was behind the threatening letters?
I don't know his name, but Ratchet told me he was a small man. Dark hair, with a womanish kind of voice.
Oh, thank you for your help.
Okay.
Is this handkerchief embroidered with an H yours?
Well, I look like the kind of guy who would use a handkerchief like that.
I mean, I guess not.
Thank you for answering my questions, Monsieur Ardman.
Listen, Poirot, I know I fell down on the job, but if you need help, any at all, let me know. I'd like to make it right.
Aw. Still something off about you, but you're honorable. I can appreciate that. Okay. I'm ready for the next one. Next interrogation. Next episode. This episode was all over the place. I don't even... Connections. I don't know where to begin to process anything that just happened. Tell me your theories down in the comments as to who could possibly be behind this and what's just going on in general, because right now it's just all discombobulated in my head. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit subscribe and ring the bell to notify whenever I upload, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.